All right, folks, we are live. Welcome back. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Don't forget, folks, if you're new, there's plenty of this content to go check out if you like so. Don't forget to smash that like button, smash that sub button, and ring that bell for notifications. If you're not familiar with what I'm about to be talking about, it's not hard to find. Plenty of people have been sharing it, including myself. You can look at my Twitter page. I shared some footage, leaked footage. There's a handful of people there taking video of what happened after the Abyss Hall of Fame when Aries started doing a little impromptu congratulations to Abyss, and then things turned ugly when he looked like he was going to attempt to make apologies, and then he twisted it and started talking shit about Johnny Impact and Taya, and then they immediately went into panic mode, cut the Impact Twitch feed, but plenty of other people with their cell phones out, including Ed Norholm, which was kind of funny, was taking video of the fight, which they never connected. They got close, but there was plenty of people standing in their way, including the Abyss, who just, he's so huge, he could just throw anybody around. But this was his night, and he just tried to keep things, just trying to, break apart the action as much as possible, along with several other people, Josh Matthews, Scott D'Amore, Don Callis, Eddie Edwards, what's his name? Johnny Bravo, the ref, was in the middle of it. So, yeah, a lot of people holding back both parties. I absolutely love this, okay? And I'll tell you why. And there's people out there, was it real? Was it fake? Well, okay, look, it's... You can call it what you want. Things got testy on social media. Tweets got taken down. It got a lot of negative attention. And, this is the day and age. You could say something and a million people will get offended. Well, it's, I've talked about that before, but I'm not going to talk about that specifically here. Look, they did something similar to this months ago, okay, around the time of WrestleMania when they did the whole Lucha Underground versus Impact Wrestling. Aries was supposed to face Alberto El Patron. They had a press conference. Things got physical. Alberto El Patron left and never showed up later that night for the pay-per-view, the event. Or was it on Twitch? Whatever. The big, the big event. Lucha Underground versus Impact Wrestling. He no-showed the event. So there was no payoff. Okay? The fact that they did this again, and you're going to get a payoff this time, just made it feel that much bigger. This is, with all the different footage and all the different angles, I've watched it like probably about a dozen times between all of them that I've seen. This is the most uncomfortable looking, say, night before the event / press conference type thing going on that I've ever seen. He's like, when there's a contract signing, tables are going to get flipped, podiums are going to get knocked down, all that kind of stuff. You know what's going to happen. This exploded so quickly that it to me, it felt real and it looked real. And there were so many people standing between them, holding them back with, stuff, the set behind them getting knocked down. And, oh man, you could probably count the F-bombs on about 4 hands. I mean, this was completely uncensored. A lot of FUs. Aries even screaming FUs at his bosses. Just wow. Just this is, we've seen a million different things like this in the past, and this was probably the most sincere of all the ones I've ever seen before, just because it was there was nowhere to go. There wasn't like a big ring and 20 feet on either side for people to run, move. No, this was in a tight little room. You couldn't go anywhere. The people in the back of the room, they were stuck looking at all this, and you didn't know where it was going to go. So it had a great feel to it. I loved it. Things are really getting ugly between Aries and Impact, and I can't wait for tonight. It just adds to the hype, and it's nothing wrong with that. Add hype. People are, I've been hyped for a while, and I felt like the buildup for the whole show was a little slow, but really, really got accelerated over the course of the last couple weeks. With all the feuds. I mean, some were built up a little more and a little better than others, but overall, man, they're going to knock it out of the park tonight. And that's not even, I don't even care if there's any surprises at this point. The matches are going to, man, once Johnny Impact and Aries hit the ring, look out. Jeez Louise, they're going to tear the shit out of each other. I can't wait. I mean, they really made it look personal. And there might be a little bad blood between them. You never know. There's a lot of different politics, a lot of different so-and-so cliques or whatever going on. Did Cross get involved? No, he's the only one. I mean, I saw a handful of people there. I saw Eddie Edwards there. I think Tessa was there. I'm trying to think of all the people. Drake. Eli Drake, Moose, Alicia Edwards was holding back Taya. Eddie Edwards was holding back both people at one time, I think, at one point. Moose, obviously all the bosses were there. I'm just trying to think of like wrestler names. And there's probably a couple others, and I just didn't see them on camera because the angles only showed so much of one angle of the. Oh, Ortiz and Santana were there. They were holding back Johnny Impact. I did not see Cross. He might have been there. I did not see him, though. Like I said, there was only so much room, only so many people you could see from the different angles. Some people probably just sat back and eating popcorn and watching it. So, but there was a fair amount of roster people there. Oh, Petey Williams was in second row. Like I said, Johnny Bravo was up there. He was probably planted to help, keep the guys apart. It just looked great, in my honest professional opinion. I don't think, I'd have to look at the footage a couple more times. I don't think Moose got involved, but I did not see Cross there. So it'll be interesting to see if he gets involved, if anybody gets involved in Aries versus Johnny Impact tonight. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and talk about it. I love the brawl. The Hall of Fame was great too. I want to talk about that for a second. And I was hoping that they would put the video package on social media for people to see, because you couldn't really see it really good with the camera footage of the live the Twitch channel feed was kind of all over the place, but it was okay. But they just a little bit ago put the tribute from, it was like several different people inside and outside of the company, like Kurt Angle's in there too, which was nice. It's on the YouTube channel, and it's also on their social medias. They put it up as a separate video as well. It's about 5 minutes long. Agent says, so Cross is not on the card. Well, if Mexico was any indication of what he does when he's not in major shows, this won't end well. Well, he's been more than patient with AAA over the course of the last 2 years. So I get his frustration. That was even witnessed on this channel when I interviewed him a little bit, which was, his brutal honesty comes off as, whew, yeah, it's honest. You know it is. It's no BS. I think they're doing right by him in Impact Wrestling. They're just taking baby steps with him, which in my opinion is okay. He's at the top of the chain right now. He's back in the champ. You can't get much higher than that other than holding the belt itself. He may not have had a lot of like featured matches. This last one they had with the 3-on-3 was fun. The stuff between him and Falaba was priceless. I loved it. I think there are big things to come for Killer Cross. I'm a huge Killer Cross fan. Don't get me wrong. And I've been very patient as far as wanting to see big things for this guy because I know he's got it. And if you want to see another shining example of people that have confidence in him, start watching Ring Warriors. That's all I'm going to say. So yeah, he's going to be on the show somewhere tonight, I'm sure. He's one of the rumored people that might show up and wrestle Eli Drake because he's got ties with New York. He's from New York. As far as I know, that's real. I'm not sure. He resides in Vegas, but it's like someone's going to get dive bombed tonight. Hell yeah, I hope. We'll see. People are like, oh, Chris Jericho's not going to show up. He's not from New York. Yeah, I actually was born in New York, Canadian raised. So, I just love the silly little arguments out there. Good. So, yeah, the show itself is going to be great. I believe the hype is good. The brawl at, McHale's? I've seen some people talk about this brawl, and I'm not going to say any names, but damn, they just come off as snarky as hell. I'm just going to leave that at that. Rizzo's in the chat. Hey, J-Bone. Greetings from Britain in the UK. Staying up to watch the show tonight. Could the open challenge be Big Cass? It sure could. It sure could. There's a lot of names. And by the way, thank you for joining me from the UK. Wow. It blows my mind. I never know who's going to show up for these. I've had people show up from Australia. I got a regular watcher from there. I got a guy that shows up from Hawaii, UK. Wow, thank you. And if you're not subbed, please hit that sub button. We're trying to grow the channel. Do J-Bone and smash this podcast a solid. Smash that like button too. But yeah, Big Cass certainly is an option. He's been pretty quiet. So is Enzo. You never know. I know he's got fans out there. There's people out there that don't like him. And I've shared my opinion quite honestly on this channel about that before. You can go look that up on there. I'm not going to repeat it now. But yeah, we'll see. I'm a regular, just don't often comment, subbed, and watch your reviews every week. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Riso. Thank you. Much love, dude. Thank you. Hope all is well for you over there in the grand UK. And I hope Impact keeps going over there on a regular basis as well, because that last show they did over there by you guys was really good. Havoc versus Callahan was incredible. So much love, Riso. Thank you. Much appreciated. So, okay, I'm going to wrap this up. I am so psyched for tonight. Going to be getting the pay-per-view one way or another. Not sure how. Was going to try to do it with credits on the Fight TV. If I can't, I'll just order it on my cable box. But either one way or another, I'm going to be watching, and I will do a live review right here after the show. Probably moments after, within like 10, 15 minutes after the show. So if you are staying up late, want to catch my review, if not, you can catch it on the, it'll be up. I'll put it on rantwithant.com as well as a follow-up. So if you don't catch it live, you can catch it whenever, wherever. All right. Much love, guys. We'll see you later tonight. Super psyched. Thanks for watching.